voices and getting that, getting our message across, because our message ain't going nowhere. And it's because, again, we, people from my generation, I was born in 1970, we raised our kids believing that the racial, pretending as if the racial thing was not real, and now here we are. And that's the honest to God truth. So, man, if you just give me your, when we hang up, this is my actual number. When we hang up,
okay, I'm gonna save it.
Save it. Send me the time for your show. I'm start tweeting out your show. We have to grow this thing because I'm sick of it. It sickens me, man. It sickens me to turn on that damn ESPN and turn on these damn listen to these radio stations and listen to this foolishness. I'm turning to my grandfather, because I almost said this tomfoolery. But I'm slowly turning to George Williams Sr., man. But it's just, man, it's just, I'm tired, man, and I'm worn to the nub, and it's just time to make it happen, man. So, man, shoot me your information, shoot me the time for your show. I'm tweeting it out just like I'm tweeting out my own. Ain't no BS, bro.
Definitely, man. I'll tag you or send it to you. But yeah, and one of the things, man, we're better together. Man.
Yes.
Somebody asked me, why don't you just do your own thing? And I'm like, I'm gonna continue to do my own thing. My show will be uploaded to my network, but like what XY can do, man, is great. Like the potential is beyond what I can do by myself. And
yes,
that's a big part of the problem, man. We want to try to do stuff ourselves, but you can't do as much with one mind if you got 15 minds that are all thinking to excel and that are thinking to move and do something. Then you really got something bigger than just you.
Yeah, man. It's man. We a fist, and the reason people keep kicking at us. Look, I tell people this all the time, Ben. The reason people keep poking at us is this. People don't poke at bums. People don't walk down the street and see homeless men and women and families and go, look at you. You ain't nothing. You only pick on people who you perceive as a threat. And if they still picking on us, they still think we're a threat, and we're not even identifying how powerful we are. So until we get together and continue to do it, we will continue to struggle in this same direction. And that's why I speak so passionately about the sports thing, because as a culture, we love the entertainment aspect of sports. We relieve ourselves through sports. So the best way to disseminate our messages is through my show, in my opinion, and through your show and through the other shows. And then have conversations, much like the one we're having right now on our shows, and keep going back and forth. Because then the people who are sitting there, it's kind of like with Jay-Z. Jay-Z will say something very powerful in a song, and all he's doing is rap, and it seems as if he's rapping about opulence and being flamboyant, but he's actually handing you some stuff that you can use at a later date. And that's what we're gonna keep talking about through sports, bro. And we're gonna keep having conversations like this in the midst of it. So when people tune in and say, man, that BS3 is on point, bam, but you got this conversation between Ben and B. And that's how we're gonna keep doing it.
Definitely. And I appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm glad that you on XY, man. You're killing it on Saturdays. I'm hoping my shows are Monday and Friday from 12 to 1 Central. Starting this week, I'll be on Tuesdays. I'll be on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday on the network from 12 to 1 Central. And actually, I got a special show coming up in about 18 minutes. So once at 6, I think you normally enjoy at 6, so I hope you don't overlap. But
hey, you know what? I'm in it at 6 then, damn it. That's what time it is.
You're good, because I'm going to do it on the BS3 Sports
okay.
on Spreaker. So if you need to go over, it's all good.
Yeah, you know what, man? Due to this conversation, we stretched it out a little bit, and I only got a little bit more to cover anyway. I was going to end at 6 anyway, so we're going to get it in, man. Continue, do me one more favor. Shoot out your information to the listeners, and then and then we'll keep it moving. Times and listeners.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. So, Monday and Friday, 12 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Tuesday gonna be coming up 12 to 1. So it's a 1 hour action packed show. So those are the three days, do the shows. Today just kind of I got somebody that want to get interviewed on the show, so doing a kind of a special one today. That'll be at 6
Okay.
Central.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Thank you, Ben, for calling in, man. It's Ben for BL Street on my X Squad brothers, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving the show a call. Much love, brother. Peace.
Yeah, definitely. Peace. I will.
Yep. I'm telling y'all, man, X Squad taking over the universe, man. X Squad taking over the universe. Y'all better believe it. Now, back to me running my mouth. You know what's crazy to me, man? Kyler Murray. We gotta love Kyler Murray. We all know why. You know why I'm rolling with him, because he's a black quarterback. Y'all know how I get out. But Kyler Murray is he is embarking upon something that we are not used to seeing. Alabama touchdown. And for those who love Georgia, I'm not picking sides. I'm from Georgia. I'm from Georgia, Alabama. My grandfather from Georgia. My grandma from Alabama. I can't really pick a side. I'm from Tuskegee, and I forgot the other town, but I don't know where my grandfather's from. He's from Georgia. My uncle just rest in peace to my Uncle Stanley. He passed away today, man. Big ups to my Uncle Stanley. Passed away today. Just found out right before the show started. But I'm from Georgia, Alabama. Hey, that's what it is. I'm rooting for both teams. Kyler Murray is a monster. No, I'm not biased. I'm telling you, my grandfather is from Georgia. My grandmother is from Alabama, Tuskegee. I don't know where my grandfather from. My cousin Chris live in Atlanta. My cousin Chris live in Atlanta. My man Stacy live in Atlanta. My man Niles live in Atlanta. Hey, man, I got a lot of people in Atlanta. Atlanta one of my favorite cities in America. No, don't give me that, Mo. No, sir. Thanks for the rest of peace from Uncle Stanley, man. But like I said, man, grandfather from Georgia, grandma from Alabama. I can't pick it, man. I don't like both these teams. I like Georgia because they got a black quarterback on the bench. So there it is. But I don't mind Alabama though, man. Personally, y'all know how I get down. I root for the teams with the black coaches. Syracuse. I'm a Florida State fan by nature, but Syracuse is my team, the de facto team, because that's my basketball team. But I'm rolling with the black coaches. I'm biased. There you go. I ain't never told y'all I wasn't biased. I don't have no hate, but I do have preference. But Kyler Murray, man, he's about to embark on something we haven't seen in literally 20 years, man. Last time we seen Kyler Murray do something like this, something that Kyler Murray is attempting to embark upon, was Bo Jackson, Brian Jordan, and the great Deion Sanders. Thank you, Miss Mocha Bella. Much love. Shout out to Mocha for showing your boy some love. Just found out a little while ago, Monkey Stanley is a good guy, man. I broke my foot one time at a basketball game. Stanley literally carried me home. I wasn't no little guy. Shout out to Monkey Stanley. But Kyler Murray, he has the opportunity to be a both professional baseball and a football player. Should he be forced to pick one? I say hell no. The last time we saw something like this, and I almost want Kyler Murray to win the Heisman Trophy. Y'all know why. But I don't want to win because I hate Skip Bayless. That's kind of I'm between the rock and the hard place. I hate Skip Bayless, but I like Kyler Murray and that Skip Bayless team. And God, how about this? I split hair. Dwayne split hairs. Dwayne Haskins win the Heisman. I got something for y'all on Heisman. He should play both. I agree, man. Shout out to Mo. I believe he should play both too. I don't think you should be limited, and we shouldn't limit our young people. As a matter of fact, that's another rant I'm gonna get on Tuesday, y'all. I got a bunch of rants for Tuesday. Y'all thought I was running my mouth today. I'm really getting in. But Kyler Murray, man, I think it's bogus for them to do this. They did this to my brother Charlie Ward back in the day, and now they're trying to do it to Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray got $4 million from Scott Boras being drafted in. I think he was the 4th player pick. This means he is a hell of a baseball player, and he's one hell of a football player. So the thing is, the only issue I have is he's an undersized quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback. And like I said on the show the other day, on Tuesday show, they don't do a whole lot to accommodate mobile quarterbacks. They continue to try to force our young brothers to go into a situation that is conducive to their coaching style. Again, coaching is much like parenting. I could not parent my daughter the way I did my son. I had to amend the way I did these things. Therefore, if you're a coach and you have a mobile quarterback, you cannot coach him the way you coach Tom Brady. You must coach him along the lines you would coach a Russell Wilson or a Aaron Rodgers. You don't stop with the propaganda. You have to be a pocket passer to be successful in this league. No, you don't. You just have to have an innovative enough coach to be able to utilize my legs and my arms until I become a better thrower of the football. My man Mo Cheese said, I do believe he's an outfielder, which works out to his benefits. Playing QB and pitching I think is a bigger task. But you know what? You only pitch it once a week. And it's a different throwing motion through throwing a football than and he has to, you know what? I think he has to be an outfielder. He's not unlike Jameis Winston because there's a different throwing motion. Would be too much torque on the arm. But with that being said, I don't give a damn if the man playing catcher, whatever the hell he's playing. Let the man breathe, because you know what? When you are a computer programmer, nobody ever say, "Hey man, you can't play the piano as well." So why can't I play two sports at the same time? There it is. And guess what? Depending on the team he goes to, I think he went to the Oakland A's. The ass ain't playing the playoffs too much. No shot at the BS3. BS3 being, I'm a Raider fan. Raider Nation. But hey man, it is what it is. I think the man should be able to play what he want to play, and I think they're trying to hose my young brother. Get the hell out of here. Now, question: football. Since we're talking big time football, Mac Brown was hired by the University of North Carolina. Was that a recycle, or was that a proper hiring? That's the question I have. There's a lot to go into this. Last time we saw Mac Brown, he was running Texas clean into the mud. The one issue I have with that, he was not allowed. Most coaches of the stature of a Mac Brown are allowed to pull that said team out of the mud. He was one of these coaches that allowed a bunch of renegades to be on his team, and he had a bunch of talent with no character. Should he be allowed, or should they be fishing in a younger pond? Personally, I like Mac Brown. I do understand that. I speak here. Here we go. Let's go defense. Okay, here we go. Okay, Alabama. Hey, Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, Mo Cheese is sweating. He's sweating. I can feel it through the internet. That man's sweating. He might be drinking some cold to cut down the sweat. But I know him and his wife, they sit in the sweat. But shout out to NIU for coming back in the MAC. Shout out to my brother's school. F them with them high ass prices. But no, I'm just tripping. Much love. NIU. Hey, how ironic is that, Joe? And I had sent you the picture of the NIU sweatshirt last week. Shout out to NIU. I'm supporting again, Illinois. But Mac Brown, I do believe that they should have hired him. Yeah, buddy, because you was just doing all that chirping, bro. Hey, man, I'm not picking sides, but Jake Fromm ain't worth 1,000 cookies. I'm through talking about that. But I do believe Mac Brown was a solid hiring for the University of North Carolina. See, this goes right along with my line of thinking that states, stop taking these jobs as stair-stepper jobs. Hey, no. This is just a job to get to a better job. No, it's not. See, Mac, look, I understand you won a national championship, Mac Brown. I get it. Shout out to Mac Brown and Vince Young and the 2005 Texas Longhorns becoming champions of the world. But ask my man Charlie Strong, a man who looks like his name should be Charlie Strong. If you doubt it, all you have to do is Google your brother Charlie Strong, and if you met him and he told you his name was Charlie Strong, you'd be like, I could tell. But anyway, I bet you he wish he'd have stayed in Louisville. I bet you the recently fired Bobby Petrino wish he would have stayed in Louisville. See, chasing this money sometimes kicks your draws in the ass. Shout out to Pat Fitzgerald or the Northwestern Wildcats. He had ample opportunity to coach USC or other big man school, but he stayed right here in Northern Chicago.